Hello, Gut Guardians. That was Dr. Anna's polite clap right there. I like it, Dr. Anna. Hey, tonight we're kicking off seed oils. And this has been a hot topic. Last week we did kidney and liver. If you missed any of these lives, I'm going to show you exactly what you do. But we must welcome back Ann P. Ann P has been kind of like a Zyve, I don't know, like a Zyve hero. Zyve 7 hero. Ann P followed Dr. Ann on Instagram, suffered for years. Couldn't go to a restaurant, couldn't go on vacation. And Ann started taking Zyve and her life changed. And it was awesome when I went on Tamron Hall. I didn't even know Ann was in the audience. And she texted me after the show because she said she might come. And then we went and hung out, and we went and had like a just to hug it. And now Ann shows up. She was on a Disney cruise last week, so she did not show up, but we were texting, but she showed up tonight. And I just need to read this because I think this is like what we all want. And she said this to me. She sent me a bunch of pictures, which I'll share. But she said this: I'm on a Disney cruise, docking tomorrow in Fort Lauderdale. So sorry I missed our Zoom. I hate to miss it. Still can't believe I'm leaving my home and bathroom for these vacations. Awesome. Alaska in September, river cruise in France in December. Heard from my dentist today he's loving Zyve with his ulcerative colitis. Truly life-changing. Come on, Ann. Can we all give Ann, everyone type in A-N-N-E. Ann.
That's awesome.
I got to give some love for Ann. I just find that. Right, Anna, what do you think about that?
No, that is amazing. Well, I have so many patients that are trapped at home. They can't do anything. Yeah, hell yeah, girl, you take your vacations. I mean, you probably were stuck inside for a decade. That is amazing. But this is why you do what you do for a living, right? I mean, just for that victory alone. And what most people take for granted, using the restroom on a cruise ship, really? When you have gut challenges? I don't know. So good for her. I'm so glad everything's working. That's awesome.
Well, and I want everyone just to put this out there because I like vision casting. Dr. Anna Toker 2.5 years ago wasn't on Instagram. Yeah. I met Dr. Anna Toker, and she's a star. Dr. Anna Toker is America's doctor. You will see this over the next 5 years. She is the #1 gut guru in the world. There is no one that understands gut health like this woman right here. And when I talked to Dr. Anna, as I said, Dr. Anna, you're a star. And yes. I believe the world needs to know you. And because you said yes, Dr. Anna, because you did that, Ann connected to Zyve because she followed you on Instagram. So how does it feel that we're finally, like the world is finally experiencing your incredible life?
Well, you're so cute, Mark. I mean, like truly, and guys, he is not joking. Like the very first time we met was a complete random happenstance of a meeting, right? It was like but it was talking to like a brother from a different mother. We have so much in common and think the same way. Him and his,
yes.
I don't know that I am a star. Certainly not. I've got a face for radio for certain, but he convinced me to do the Instagram thing. It's been a lot of work, but it has helped a fair number of people. It has been a very good mission for me to go on. So as far as charitable missions are concerned. And yeah, so here I am before you. I can't believe people know who I am. It's amazing.
Yeah. What's amazing is Maria was at school and she was in class and and she said, oh yeah, my mom is a doctor. And they're all, who is she? Dr. Anna. They're all, the Dr. Anna?
Yes,
they're like, like groupies of Dr. Anna. And then Maria became like, they're like the star. So, I mean, I just love, this is why we show up every Monday night. Every single night, every week, we feature a topic. And we're going to feature, I love that Nicole say, I love that. That's the power of it. Nicole's an incredible health professional, crushing PhD3, crushing Zyve. Her kids are getting certified. We just finished an awesome, and I'll post this in Zyve. I took everyone on an adventure of my custom PhD3 mobile kit and exactly how to have food on the go. And guess the #1 item I talked about that's always in there from a supplement side is going to be Zyve. Because this, from the point of your 7 steps of digestion. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to really take down this journey of seed oils. And we hear about it all the time. And Anna, I know not every seed oil on this list is good and not everyone is, and there's a lot of bads here. But this is basically when you Google healthy cookie oils, this is all going to come up.
That's nuts.
So I know
Healthy?
Google,
That's under
yes,
healthy?
look, healthy cooking oil. So this is
Wow.
why Dr. Anna had to get off just seeing her patients and only see Dr. Anna in Texas, because this is the problem. People are Googling healthy cooking oils and this is coming up. And guess what? I even made the mistake. I bought a Yeti cast iron pan, and I love cast iron. And like I read an article that grapeseed was good. It's
Yep.
seed oil, but it's okay. Yeti says it's okay. And I used to use flax, but man, I just don't like the way that tastes sometimes in there. And the reality is that this is the issue. People don't know. And then we see these types of seed oils: canola, corn, cotton, grape, soybean, sunflower, safflower, rice bran. Now, Dr. Anna, you're the one who really, as we introduced Zyve, we talked about how your digestive system is a one-way highway, kind of like this.
Yep.
And we made these little icons and we looked at these 7 steps of digestion.
Yeah.
Curing it up, break it down, build it stronger, feel the burn, repel the nasty, gently expel, rise and excel. Like we continue to grow and build from here.
Yep.
From the point of seed oil, what happened? What is going on? We did this omega-3, omega-6, but what is causing so many issues with the seed oils? And I'm just going to share this list of seed oils. When we think about these 7 steps of digestion, what are these seed oils? Because these are probably the worst here. So talk to me about what these are doing to our body.
A couple of things. There are a couple of issues, especially with those bottles that you're showing, because those are commercially made in sort of mass. And so what they wind up doing, first of all, people should understand that seed oils were originally designed for diesel engines for your car, like biodiesel.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
Yeah, I mean, cottonseed oil is what they made cottonseed oil to run equipment during World War II. That's what it's for. And then they put it in a can and called it Crisco, and all of a sudden we're eating it. So just understand that seed oils, their original design was to be combusted in an engine by way of biodiesel. Okay, so that's kind of important for you to understand. This is what you're putting in your body. It is basically liquid plastic. Now, when you
explain that, hold on. Explain what talk to me about liquid plastic.
Well, because so basically your body can't metabolize it very well. Seed oils contain something called linoleic acid, and it's an omega-6 fatty acid. And your body needs a small amount of this for certain pathways in the body that help with inflammatory responses and healing. So in order to heal, you got to have a little bit of inflammatory response, a controlled inflammation. Linoleic acid is the basis for those kind of hormones in that pathway. Okay. Now it is a fat, which means every cell in your body is a bilipid layer, a little balloon, so to speak, that's like a little oil bubble. And so anytime you consume a fat of any kind, it's going to find its way into those little oil bubbles and just live there. The half-life, and I was mistaken. Last time we talked, I said the half-life was like 282 days. It's not. It's 682 days. I was wrong. I was off by threefold. I was off. Okay, so it has
how many days?
680 days.
Okay, explain what a half-life means.
It means naturally in your body, if there was no other process to break it down other than just sort of its natural decay and your body's willingness to use it for, let's say, energy, it would take 2 years for one molecule of this fat to be gone.
So let's put that in real terms. So if I'm taking in cottonseed oil or canola oil, you're telling me how long is it taking my body to break this down?
In 2 years, half of the stuff that's in your body right now will be gone. And in 2 more years after that, half of the stuff that's in your, so 25, you'd be down to 25%. In 4 years, you'd be down to 12.5% in 8 years. So you're talking about a decade worth of detox when it comes to these seed oils. Now, so they're dangerous for a couple of reasons. First is when they make these commercially, What they do is they grind up the plants and the seeds, right, into like this little vat. I don't know if you've ever seen this process. And what you have now is like plant material and fiber and some water and then the oil. And they have to extract the oil. The easiest way to extract the oil is basic organic chemistry. You add a solvent to the solution. Oil will dissolve into the solvent. The solvent they use is called hexane. Hexane will mop up the oil, but separate from the water and the particulates. So now it's easy to filter out an oil layer versus everything else. And then they just gently heat that up and the hexane boils out. Now, they can't get all of the hexane out. Hexane's a known carcinogen. So there's still going to be some of this carcinogen in these oils, no matter how they purify it. The second issue is this is going to go into a bottle that's going to have to sit on a shelf, sometimes for many months, maybe even a couple of years. And oil goes rancid very rapidly. So they have to add more chemicals to it to stabilize the molecule. Now, if you drink it raw in that state, it would be bad enough because you're getting carcinogens and you're getting an inflammatory molecule. When you heat it, it activates all the carcinogens in it and bubbles that to the surface and right into your food. But the molecule of the oil will translocate from a what they call a cis isomer to a trans isomer. And that means your body can't use it. So not only is it inflammatory, but because it's a mirror image of what it's supposed to be, your body doesn't know how to break it down, which is why it lasts for 2 years in your body.
Wow.
Because it can't be really used for the way you would normally want to use fat. The other issue is this process of carcinogens and transforming from that cis to trans isomer get worse as the temperatures go up and with reuse of the oil. So like restaurants that are just frying fries, and that oil is boiling all day long. That's nothing but a vat of inflammatory carcinogens. Right. In
Wow.
your own home, maybe a little bit you might get away with, but that's not what you're being exposed
So
to. It's everywhere.
so when you go to McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, you're going to any of these places,
Yeah.
you're just basically eating poison. Your food is being cooked in poison.
Right. And if you've been eating clean and you forgot what that sensation is, here's a challenge. Go have a hamburger at McDonald's. Wait about 30, 45 minutes and tell me how you feel. Your
Yeah.
face might break out. Your face is going to get puffy. You're not going to feel good. Your joints are going to hurt. And to think you felt like that all the time, maybe a year ago before people started eating clean. I know in this group, we've been doing this about a year. So, it is inflammation all the time, and it is going to take a very long time to sort of detox from that. You can do it. It's just extremely strenuous to do that. So,
So let's go here, Dr. Anna. Let's look at this list. I'm gonna get my little pencil out.
mm,
I'm gonna do a check mark on what you think's good, and then we're gonna start, like, we want everyone to walk away. Like, so we're gonna go start with olive oil. You're gonna give me a yes or a no.
yeah.
I do a check if it's a yes, I'll do an X if it's a no, and then tell me why it's good. And then let's go down this list. Let's see it.
So olive oil is a yes, right? And that's because it has some omega-3 fatty acids in it. It has a low smoke point, so it's hard to cook with, but olive oil is good. And where we're going, across or down?
Let's go, whatever you prefer.
Well, if you go across, the whole top row is okay. Avocado oil, coconut oil, these are all MCT type oils that have omega-3s in them, and they're better for you.
Well,
So,
what's
uh,
better? What's better to cook with? So I have a cast iron. It's going to come back to my Yeti. I have a cast iron. What do you like better on those three?
honestly, what I put on my cast iron is going to be ghee,
Okay.
which is just clarified butter. And or
Okay.
sometimes I will use because coconut has a persistent taste to it.
Got it.
So I will use ghee, which has almost no taste to it. It can go bad quickly because it's a natural substance, but not as fast as some of the other types of natural. Like if you use butter, it would go rancid pretty quick. You could use tallow if you wanted to on your
Got it.
those pans just need to be oiled with something. You just don't want to use the seed oil. Uh,
Got
the,
it.
s- the second row is all seed oil stuff, right? So rapeseed oil, sesame oil, sunflower oil, peanut oil, flaxseed has some omega-3s in it, and I don't know what happens to it when you heat it up. I've never cooked with flaxseed oil, so I don't really know. But in
Talk to me about why these are so bad. Like out of this, because we're seeing this, they're cheap. So like
yeah,
there is one do more damage than others.
no, it's all the same problem.
Okay.
Vegetables are inflammatory in their nature, depending on how it is they are treated. So it depends on when you consume them, how you prepare them, and that sort of thing. The plants, by definition, their only defense against getting eaten are inflammatory molecules. Linoleic acid is just one of them, and then they have lectins like gluten. These things are designed to kind of teach animals, hey, I don't want to eat too much of that. It upsets my stomach.
Got
You
it.
so it depends on, and some of them are not inflammatory until you cook them, and some of them are inflammatory and you have to cook them. So it just kind of depends on, and I, don't know enough about how vegetarians get around this process, but these processed oils are inflammatory. Now, if you were to go outside and pick a sunflower, and it's almost sunflower season at our house, we get a field full of sunflowers. If you went out in the field, grabbed those sunflowers and ground them down into an oil, there would be no hexane involved. There would be no preservatives involved. There'd be no heat involved. That may be a different situation, except for the fact that it's all omega-6 fatty acid. You wouldn't want to cook with it. Maybe you would want to put that on a salad or something. But honestly, I would just go olive oil in that instance. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
it.
I
Well,
don't know
talk to
why
me.
anyone would go outside the. Mhm.
Well, talk to me about the. So even if you do fresh sunflower, it's still olive oil is going to be your better option. Talk to me
Yes.
about, so Chinese restaurants, there's a lot of peanut sauces. Walk
Yes.
me through peanut oil.
Yeah, I know. I'm from South Louisiana. Peanut oil is how we fry things. If it's not fried in peanut oil, it's just not fried. Okay. Do you understand?
Yes.
But yeah, but again, peanuts in general, that's an inflammatory, like if you're reaching for a
What about
nut,
peanut butter? What about peanut butter?
horrible.
Oh,
Inflammation City, bro. Inflammation City. You're better off with almonds, to be honest with you, than you are with peanuts. I'm just gonna be honest, which is a
okay.
shame. That damn, that peanut oil is good.
Okay. What about
Crispy, it's
flaxseed
yummy.
as such a
Man,
flaxseed they do with cast iron? They talk about how it's great for solidifying the cast iron. So, but it smell, so a lot of these companies are using flax for that. Great. They're
yeah,
using grapeseed as well. But
yes.
grapeseed, so out of flax, you prefer flax. Is flax a positive or a negative? What do you think?
Well, flaxseed has omega-3s in it.
So we'll put it as a
So, and
positive.
that's one of the reasons, yeah, one of the reasons it smells weird. That's the omega-3s is like fish oil. That's why
Got
people are
it.
like,
Okay.
man, that's for sure. I like that. Yeah, 'cause fish oil, it smells like odd. You know what I'm saying? It's a bizarre.
So
So the
corn, walnut. What about walnut oil? Corn
walnut is
and rice bran. Walk me through these.
walnut's got omega-3 fatty acids, so you'd be okay with walnut oil. And now, what
Okay.
I don't know, because I'm not a chef, I don't know what the smoke point is for these things, right? So
Got it.
the disadvantage of olive oil is that you can't get a pan super duper hot with olive oil. And, if I want to like fry something, we use beef tallow that's grass fed or ghee because you can heat these things
I,
up higher.
I know Abby's on. Abby, I need some beef tallow that's grass fed or some ghee.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
100%. You
Okay.
will not, you'll never go back. You
Okay.
will
Come
never,
on.
I'm listening to you right now. You'll never go back. Okay, anyway,
I'm never going back.
blah, blah, blah.
Rice
Don't worry.
bran. What's rice bran oil?
I've never used it. I would have no idea, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Rice is not really a seed, so it's a grain. I'm not sure. I've never
Vegetable.
heard of
These are all, so like these are all just
it.
bad. So
See, see.
basically, what are you going to recommend? Olive, avocado. So everyone, this is the take. For the rest of your life, when you go to a restaurant, ask what oil they're using. You now know what's going on. So olive, avocado, coconut,
Yeah.
walnut, maybe flaxseed, ghee, beef tallow, grass fed. What about butter?
I mean, look, I'm a big fan of butter. The The milk content in butter means it'll go bad quicker. So when you clarify that butter to ghee is just the pure fat. It's a little easier to keep
Got it.
around. And if you have a dairy sensitivity, butter is going to be harder for you than ghee. If you're a vegetarian, like a vegan person, you're not going to want to do either one of those. Those are animal based.
Got it. What about soybean, palm, and cotton? All bad.
No, no, and no. No, 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 no,
Got it.
no, 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 no. Yep, no. That's all bad. I wouldn't
So,
do it.
so I mean, these are all things that, so this is considered healthy cooking oils right now. So
Yes.
out of this list of, what do we have? Three. So there's 21 oils. We basically have one, two, three, seven that are doable.
One-third.
That's it.
Yeah.
7 out of 21. And this is what's going on. So when we talk about from a gut health side, so this is peanut butter. So about the peanut, I'm still using peanut butter. So I get it. Listen, this is my take. There's a few things that I'm going to stick to.
Yes.
I don't like almond butter. So but if
Yeah,
I feel, this would be
yeah.
my take. If I felt inflamed, like if I started to feel it, then
Yeah.
I'm going to address it. But if I
Yeah.
feel lean and strong, I
Yes.
do need my little vices on that. So like,
Yes.
are you okay with it?
Yes. I mean, I had to stop doing peanut butter because of the inflammation. I had no idea it was inflammatory. I thought
Yep.
this is a great little fat bomb. I can have like a little half teaspoon of that one instead of eating something, blah, 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 the routine. And I'm like, why am I still a crippled, hobbled mess? So anyway, I had to go down on the deep dive on that. So peanuts are an inflammatory
Well,
food. So
so Elizabeth, so cashew is really not a nut. So
she's not a nut.
cashew butter,
Legume.
cashew you'd want to avoid.
Yeah.
Almond butter, I don't like the taste as much. They need some coconut butter. Do they make coconut butter? I'll have some coconut butter.
Well, I would do the coconut too. It's delicious. No, I mean they got coconut oil. I don't know if they
Man,
do any other format than that,
you know, Abby doesn't really eat peanut butter. Hope hates peanut butter. Hunter and Ariana hated peanut butter. Lauren loves peanut butter. So I think I've misled Lauren. I think we might have to switch to coconut. Okay, that's a sidebar note. But those are the oils. Now let's talk about what's going on from a digestive side.
Yes.
If I go back here and I kind of talk about the 7 steps of digestion,
Yes.
and where is these seed oils? What is it affecting each part of ours? Is it affecting our microbiome as well as our probiotics? Like, give me like what are the signs of that if we feel like we're having too many seed oils or we have an imbalance?
Yeah, there's a couple things. First of all, it is an oil, and large amounts of oil, which is like in everything, can be very difficult to digest. So some people who don't make enough digestive enzymes are going to have sometimes diarrhea, or like they'll even see oil in their stool or something like that because they're not digesting it. That tells me you're in a fatty diet. And so any oil can have that effect, not just a seed oil. Seed oils are toxic to certain types of good bacteria in your GI tract, especially because there's some trace hexane in there, which tends to kill things. So it is one of those items that kills the good guys and it allows the bad guys to proliferate. So the microbiome gets weaker. Number one. Number two, it's an inflammatory molecule, and as such, the lining of the gut will get a little leaky gut action. And then because it is a fat, your body doesn't know what to do with it. The first place it goes is your liver and can precipitate fatty liver. So this is one of the ways that high processed foods lead straight to fatty liver. And once you've got any element of fatty liver, you wind up getting metabolic disease, which is a systemic endocrine disorder as a result. So that's what that's all about.
So the reality is that seed oils affect every step of digestion in essence, because it's a chain from the enzyme aspect to the microbiome, to the digestion, to the fattiness aspect from the point of heartburn, all of these things. So it affects every single part of your digestive system.
Yeah, which means it affects
Okay.
every single part of your body. So it'll cause inflammation in your joints. It'll cause visual changes. It'll cause endocrine disruption, the liver issue, the diabetes, so forth and so on. So, I mean, it'll affect everything.
Nicole Clay just found coconut butter on Amazon. I am switching. If I love a coconut, dude.
I
I'm
do like
switching
coconut.
to coconut butter.
Okay,
So
I like it.
I'm
Yes,
on it. Abby, we're on it. Coconut butter. Lauren, I misled you with peanut butter. Let's see if we can switch to coconut butter.
that sounds delicious. And I wonder if you could, I mean, surely you could make your own hack with MCT oil if you don't like the coconut taste
Yeah.
and you want to get away from
I love
peanut.
coconut. I would
I
bathe in I
love
could
coconut.
coconut cream, lotion. I just want
Oh,
to
me
be
too. I could be a
I
giant
want to be
coconut.
lathered up in coconut.
Me too. I could do that. Okay.
Okay. So tonight we wanted to really dive into seed oil. Are there any questions that anyone else has from it? The takeaway is this. You got to avoid it at all. Anytime you go to a restaurant, please ask what it's being cooked in. You now know the truth. You can deny it. Like every time I eat peanut butter, I know that little Dr. Anna in my head is going to say, why are you eating that peanut butter? So like when we start understanding what causes the inflammation, and I think that's our problem. I've had so many clients come to me and say, I'm eating great, I'm doing this, but they're still inflamed. Their joints still hurt. They're still not winning. And it's
Yes.
because of all of these things that we don't even know existed. We Google healthy. I mean, I was told to do grapeseed and I
Yes.
texted Dr. Anna and I bought it and
So
now I
good.
threw it out. So it's like all of these things. And Abby already said, why would you buy grapeseed? I listen to Dr. Anna, even though Abby's already said it, I seem like I have to reference you. So, but I should just listen to Abby and then it's no problem.
Listen to Abby.
But
Just
I'm
listen
saying
to Abby. Yeah.
that's the key. So tonight, everyone get clear on it and what fats we can use. And Dr. Anna, can we ever bring the seed oils in, or do you think we should eliminate them completely?
I personally think you should eliminate them completely.
Okay.
Um, uh, because again, in the modern world, it's almost impossible to eliminate them completely. Like they're
Yep.
everywhere. Your salad dressing, your coffee creamer, your like name any kind of a sauce, any kind of a product that's in a packaging some way, somehow, even if it's a dry powder, sometimes will contain canola oil or sunflower oil, safflower oil, even in the dry powder. So it's like it's everywhere. So I don't know that you'd be able to like be at a zero and then tonight I'm going to have regular my favorite salad dressing. I mean, you can just understand that salad dressing is going to be with you for 2 years. So just as long as you understand that, you know,
Now we
uh,
need that shirt. We need that shirt. This is just the data. I just love you, Dr. Anna. I love your brain. Just know every time you go to that fast food, it's going to be with you for 2 years. Every time that you have that salad, it's going to be with you
you
2 years. Those
and
French fries be with you
I
2 years.
I wouldn't dare eat a salad with traditional salad dressing without Zyve either, because at least it's got a lipase. You stand a
Yeah.
chance of breaking down some of
Yeah.
that fat before it gets to the body digestive system. So it's
That
that's
that's
your
a great that's a great point. Using Zyve
best
before,
defense. That's
correct?
your best defense at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. So Zyve is your defense if you are going to do that. Now, Liz asked about what about to help cure iron pan. So grass-fed beef tallow
That's what I've been
or
doing. You have
ghee
to be
are going to be the
careful
best.
because if you don't cook with that pan frequently, that tallow eventually is going to get rancid. I mean, all oils get rancid.
Yeah.
So this is a pan that you need to be using frequently. And that's what we do on ours. I mean, I know what they say to use all these other things, but you're talking about using a seed oil on a device that has to get hot. Like that's the toxins we're talking about, you know?
Yep. Abby's on it. We're gonna try some ghee. We're gonna do some cast iron drills. And
Mhm.
everyone,
I love my
please,
cast iron.
please
Yeah.
take this home. This is the key. Seed oils were created to fuel cars. Let's
Yeah.
all lead by example. Let's share this message. Make sure that you level up. And if it's just you shifting 1% better a day, but just always know that when you bring in that seed oil, it's going to be with you minimum of 2 years.
100%.
Dr. Anna, we love you. We are taking on, every week, we're bringing the power about empowering and educating people to live with gut greatness. Thank you
That's
so much, everyone. Make sure you share some of this messaging with people, just like Ann did when talked about a friend that has ulcerative colitis, her dentist. Make sure you share the message of what we're doing. Anyone can come to this call every Monday night.
Yep.
Dr. Anna chose to join Instagram. We are the gut warriors to help people live with gut greatness, to balance their blood sugar. And that's what this is all about. Okay. Love you, Dr. Anna. Thanks, Gut Guardians. Take away the seed oils. Bye.
Yes.